So the story of the war between the Aksumite Empire and the Kingdom of Kush was a tale of shifting power in ancient Northeast Africa, culminating in a decisive campaign led by the ambitious Aksumite king Ezana, the first Christian king, obviously. So while Apamisos was Ezana's own triumphant inscription, it allowed us to piece together a compelling narrative. So the two African powers. For centuries, the Kingdom of Kush was, with its venerable capital at Meru, had been a dominant power in the Middle Nile Valley. Descended from the ancient Nubian civilizations, Kush was renowned for its rich resources, particularly gold and strategic position, connecting Sub-Saharan Africa to Egypt and the wider Mediterranean world through the Nile River. However, by the 4th century AD, Kush was facing internal challenges and external pressure, showing signs of a decline. Well, meanwhile, in the east, the Aksumite Empire was rapidly ascending. But based on the highlands of present-day Eritrea, Aksum had grown into a formidable trading power, controlling crucial Red Sea routes that linked the Roman Empire and the Indian Ocean, and its kings were ambitious, commanding a powerful military and seeking to expand their influence. Well, now let's see where the conflict started from. The geographical proximity and overlapping economic interests of Aksum and Kush made a clash almost inevitable. But both empires contested control over the lucrative trade in African goods like ivory, gold, and frankincense, as Aksum was expanding its reach westward. So it began to encroach upon territories and trade networks that had traditionally been within Kush's sphere of influence. So the internal weakening of Kush created an opportune moment for the Aksum guys to assert their own dominance. So now the spark of this conflict was that was presented by King Ezana himself in his famous Trident inscription written in his Sabaican Greek, which was a series of provocations by the Noba people. So these nomadic groups likely residing in the borderlands between Aksum and Kush were accused by Ezana of oppressing the Aksumite allies. The Noba had reportedly oppressed the Maguto, Hassa, and Baria peoples who were under Aksumite protection or influence. Breaking treaties, Ezana said that the Noba people had repeatedly broken their word and violated agreements. Lastly, attacking envoys. More significantly, they had put their neighbors to death without mercy and pillaged our messengers and the envoys whom I sent to them and admonished them, as he stated. This act of harming diplomatic representatives was a grave offense, providing Ezana with a clear justification for military intervention. So whether the Noba were acting independently or were instigated by Kush, or if Ezana simply used their actions as a convenient pretext, the stage was set for a full-scale military response from Aksum. Now, let's see how the Aksumite campaign goes. Around 350 AD, King Ezana launched his forces, and his inscriptions details a swift and devastating campaign